Introduction of table manner. Before we step further, we are going to introduce about table manner. Start with history of table manner. Function of table manner. And the last is participant of table manner. Let's check it out. History of table manner. Table manner begins in Europe when King Louis XIV used to have celebration in his place. He would invite all people and noblesse to come to his big celebration. He usually entertains his guests with meals. This is how the etiquette while eating started to apply in formal occasion or state banquet. But because of the development of modern society, some states of table manner are changing. Don't chew with mouth open. In 16th centuries and early 17th centuries, some thrust to drink or speak when our mouth is full is not only slovenly but also dangerous. It is not much half different with statement in 19th centuries that to let anyone see what we have in our mouth is repulsive. And in table manner nowadays, we are not allowed to chew with our mouth open or make loud noises. Elbows off the table. In early 17th centuries, put elbows upon the table is tolerated for only a feeble person. While in 19th centuries, elbows are never put on the table while one is eating. An age has passed, the statement was changed in table manner today. It is acceptable if we put our elbows on the table between the courses, but not while we are eating. Don't smoke while dining out. In the past, smoke is sign of irrespective and uncleanness. People in 19th centuries who used to apply table manner said that a gentleman should not smoke when he is in a room or talking with a lady. So in table manner today, we are prohibited to smoke while dining out. Don't reach across the table. 300 years ago, when people were sitting together to have meals, they were not allowed to snatch something from the other. While 100 years ago, sometimes people passed salted nuts to each other or an extra sweet from a dish nearby but not circling the table. Currently, if we need something that we cannot reach easily, politely ask the person closest to the item we need to pass it to us. The development of modern society may change the perception about manners at the table. But the certain thing is all rules of table manner are made to avoid us from ugliness. Function of table manner. When people are invited to dine together in a formal dinner, party, or even a banquet event, there will be some people who have no idea about table manner it is. They will shock when they face a table set up with a number of utensils that they never seen before. Finding meaning and the purpose of table manner will help them to solve their problem while eating meals in formal occasion. Karen Herzog stated that table manner are considered shorthand for other aspects of etiquette. Zhang said that table manner is the basic knowledge about local culture customs when foreigner enters a new country. Since table manner is social communicative form and important symbols which represent the local culture and culture custom. So table manner is the important step for foreigners to adapt and merge into a new culture and a new social living environment. Ramsay said that so much business is considered over meals today that the successful professional dares not venture out without knowing good table manner. Now we know that table manner plays an important part in helping business people to feel confident and easy when conducting dines together with clients. So, table manner is the basic knowledge of the table local culture customs of a country, which tells about the etiquette how to eat meals with other people in formal form. Participant of table manner. After we know that table manner is useful for a business world, now we understand that business people was the people who commonly conducting table manner. Business people usually held formal dining whether the purpose is to win over a customer, enhance a client relationship, impress a potential employer, or acquire a promotion. Table manner is also used in state banquet. For example, the President of America, Barack Obama, came to United Kingdom or British, and the Queen of Elizabeth welcomed him with large formal meals that we called as state banquet. Before starting to dig in your dish, you have to know that the dish in table manner has their special sequences. Do you want to know about the menu knowledge? According to Budinisi on 2008, Kamalay modern menu consists of 4 dishes. They are appetizer, soup, main course, and dessert. Then let's start. Bread is served before others' menu. It will accompany you from the start until the main course. Don't finish it in one bite. So at the break time, when you're waiting the others' menu to be served, you could enjoy the bread little by little. Appetizer is an opening dish in small portion to appetizing in eating meals. There are 2 kinds of appetizer, cool and hot. Then these are hot appetizer. Now let's take a look at the cold appetizer. So you have salad. That's one of cool appetizer. Soup is a fried dish presented after appetizer. There are 2 kinds of soup, consomme and cream. Now let's take a look at the consomme soup. It's made from meat extra grated and mixed with vegetables. Then these are cream soup. It's made from beef broth and chicken broth thickened with wheat flour. Main course consists of beef, goat, chicken, fish, and noodle. It's usually accompanied by vegetables like potato, nuts, bread, and salad. Goat flesh. Fish. Chicken. Beef. Wow, you got beef steak! Enjoy. Now we are stepped into dessert. You have heard about dessert? Surely you will remember the closing dish, sweet and creamy. To eat such a sweet dish like this is good for cleans up our mouth after having main course. There are a lot of kind of desserts such as cake, ice cream, and pudding. Whoa, you are ready for the sweetness attack! After eating and eating, it's time for us to finally drinking. For beverages, we have this magnificent coffee that looks so tempting. The other choice is tea, which is the best for you healthy and relaxes moment. So you have a cup of tea? Good choice. Before conducting table manner event, we should know about the equipment used in. The equipment itself has function to make people feel easy when serving and eating the meals. Actually, equipment has a lot of varieties except plate, spoon, fork, and knife where usually we faced in our houseware. Generally, equipment is classified into 5. Those are cutlery, silverware, chinaware, glassware, and linen. And for the detail for each item, let's check it out. Cutlery. Cutlery is operational equipment made from silver or stainless steel, includes any hand implement used in preparing, serving, and especially eating food. first equipment in cutlery is bread and butter knife. In common usage, bread and butter knife may refer to any non-serrated table knife designed with a dual edge and rounded point. It has function to serve out pats of butter from a center butter dish to individual dinner plate, and sometimes it's also used to spread the butter onto bread. The second equipment is coffee spoon. This spoon is smaller than teaspoon and usually used for enjoying hot drink like tea, coffee, milk, and chocolate. The third equipment is dessert spoon and fork. It's more than table fork and tablespoon, and even smaller than fruit fork. Dessert fork itself has 3 tines and used for different dessert dishes and sweets. The fourth equipment is dinner fork. The largest of the forks, also called the place fork, is placed on the left of the plate. It has length around 80 centimeters and used for eating main course. The fifth equipment is dinner knife, the largest of knives, which has length around 80 centimeters, and it's placed in the right of dinner plate and used for eating main course. The sixth equipment is dinner spoon. The length of dinner spoon is same with dinner fork and dinner knife, and also the largest of the spoons. And it's used for eating main course. The seventh equipment is soup spoon. Soup spoon has round shape and different with general spoon that has oval shape. It's used for eating soup. Alright, after discussing silverware, the next equipment we have is chinaware. Chinaware is a glassware made from porcelain, ceramic, and clay that are often utilized for placing and serving meals. The first chinaware is bread and butter plate. Bread and butter plate can be called a side plate or quarter plate, which has size 5 to 6 inches in diameter for individual servings of bread and butter. The second is Demitasse cup and saucer. It is a small cup used to serve Turkish coffee or espresso, and it is usually accompanied by matching saucers. The third is dessert plate. Dessert plate has size from 4 to 9 inches and it's used for serving salad. The fourth is dinner plate. Generally, dinner plate has size around 28 to 31 centimeters and it is used for serving the main course. The fifth is hot water jug. Hot water jug is using a coffee pot shape with higher base. It is commonly used for holding hot water. The sixth is oval platter. Oval platter has size 38 times 28.5 centimeters and it is commonly used for serving a dish in Russian service. The seventh is salad plate. Salad plate which is smaller than dinner plate and it's used for serving salad. The eighth is soup cup and saucer. A cup for serving clear or thin soup which has 2 handles, and it is usually accompanied by matching saucer. The ninth is soup plate. A plate has a deep plate and a wide rim which is used especially for eating thick soup. The next is silverware. Silverware is the equipment made from stainless or silver besides cutlery. Silverware itself has some varieties. The first is cake stand. Cake stand is providing for placing birthday cake, wedding cake, and many others. The second is candelabra. Candelabra are placed in the center of the table. It's used for placing the candles. Generally, candelabra have beautiful design for beautifying the dining table. It also can make banquet event become more impressed. Besides, for avoiding food from flies, placing candelabra completed with candle could create warm and friendly atmosphere by of light. The third is carving fork. This fork has two prongs with long handles. It's used for securing the foods while they are being sliced to prevent slippage. Meanwhile, carving knives has long and thin blade which is suitable for slicing the meat in hot condition. The fourth is coffee pot. Coffee pot or coffee machine is cooking appliances used to brew coffee. It could make 3 to 4 cups of coffee. The fifth is plate cover. Plate cover is designed for securing food from any kinds of contamination and bugs. The sixth is sharpener. It is a kitchen implement that's used to sharpen knives. The way to use sharpener is sweeping the surface of the blade into a long stick sharpener like in the video. The seventh is sugar bowl. Small bowl is designed for placing sugar and it's usually completed with spoon. The eighth is teapot. Teapot is a vessel used for steeping tea leaves or enheba mix in boiling or near boiling water and for serving the resulting infusion which is cold tea. It is also could make tea for 3 to 4 cups of tea. Glassware. Glassware is operational equipment made from glass materials that are often used for drink. There are two kinds of glassware: stained glass and unstained glass. Stained glass or stemware is drawware that stands on stems above a base. The first stained glass is brandy glass. Brandy glass has short stem and wide bowl and it is used for drinking brandy alcohol. The second is champagne glass. Champagne glass refers to the flute and cup glasses used in the consumption of champagne, other sparkling wines, and certain beers. The third is martini glass. Martini glass is used for cocktails and whiskey sours. The stem of this glass allows the drinker to hold the glass without warming the contents. The fourth is white wine glass. White wine glass is characterized by their rounder, wider bowl, which increases the rate of oxidation. Typically, red wine glass will be a bit taller and have larger bowl than white wine glass. In general, reds are bigger and bolder wines, so they require a larger glass to allow all those aromas and flavors to emerge. The fifth is water goblet. Water goblet is a glass used for drinking mineral water. The sixth is white wine glass. White wine glass vary mostly in size and shape, from the delicate tapered champagne flute to the wide and shallow glass used to drink Cabernet. Different shaped glass is used to accentuate the unique characteristic of different styles of wine. Wide-mouthed glass has similar function with red wine glass, promoting rapid oxidation which alters the flavors of the wine. Unsteamed glass. Unsteamed glass is ordinary glass without steam. The first unsteamed glass is beer glass. It is typically tall, slender, and tapered 12-ounce glass, shaped like trumpet at times, and it is used for drinking beer. Second is Colin glass. Colin glass is a glass tumbler which typically will contain 300 to 400 milliliters. It is used to serve mixed drinks, especially Tom Collins cocktails. It has slender shape, narrow, and tall. The third is juice glass. Juice glass is the glass which used to drink juice. The fourth is tumbler glass. Tumbler glass or lowball glass or rock glass is a short glass used for serving an alcohol beverage such as whiskey with ice cubes. Linen. Linen is the equipment made from fabric that utilized for operational in hotel and restaurants. The first linen is arm towel. Arm towel is placed in arm and it's used for wiping when pouring the drinks to the glass. Second is glass towel. Glass towel is used for drying and wiping the glass after washing. The third is napkin. Napkin is a rectangle of cloth used in the table for wiping the mouth and fingers while eating. It is usually small and folded, sometimes in intricate designs and shapes. The fourth is tablecloth. Tablecloth is a cloth used to cover the table and also to protect the table from scratches and stains. It is designed to be spread on a dining table before laying out tableware and food. Etiquette. Etiquette in table manner is a rule of eating using utensils and behavior in front of the table, like a pose of managing the napkin, holding utensils, and eating meals correctly. Pose. When you join a table manner event in international business meeting, please pay attention to your pose. Sit correctly on the chair. Try to do an upright posture with your feet on the floor. But please just be relaxed. Don't get tense when you try to maintain your position. Don't put your elbow on the table or do something like play handphone because it's impolite. When the waiter or waitress gives advice for you, don't forget to say thank you. Napkin. As soon as you sit down at the table, spread your napkin across your lap. Take the corner of napkin and use it to wipe your mouth during the meal. That's great napkin etiquette. And if you leave the table during the meal, just place your napkin on the seat. How to holding the utensil. If your meal has already served on the table, you should holding your cutleries in correct way. Grab a fork or spoon with your thumb and forefinger. The thumb push against the back of the forefinger on the top of the handle, and the other three fingers fit beneath the handle. When you want to pause while eating, put your fork and knife in rest position. Fork and knife crossed in an inverted V shape. Tines a fork up and blade of knife faces inward. When you have finished eating, the knife and fork are placed side by side on the right side of the plate in the 4 o'clock position. With the fork on the inside, tines up, and the knife on the outside, blade in. this I'm finished position. How to eat. This section will talk about the way to eat correctly. Start from eating the bread until enjoy the tea. Bread. Before your appetizer comes, you will find the bread on the left side. Eat the bread while waiting appetizer. Break slices of bread ever larger than one bite, and polish butter each bite at a time. Appetizer. Usually the cutleries of appetizer are dessert fork and dessert knife, but if your appetizer is fruit salad, you just need dessert fork and dessert spoon. Use fork in your left hand and spoon in your right hand. Take your fruit one piece at a time and eat quietly. Soup. If your soup is arrived, take your soup spoon in the right side. Spoon away from you, then sip the liquid from the side of spoon. Don't lean down toward your bowl. That's the wrong way. Keep your body upright. That's a failure when you take your bowl like this when there is a slightly amount of your soup. In this step, when you want to break from eating the soup, you can put your soup spoon in your bowl at 4 o'clock position. This position makes easy to pick up the spoon and continue eating. It's absolutely fine to tilt the bowl slightly to get the last spoonful. When you finish with your soup, place your spoon at an angle on the service plate beneath your spoon bowl. Main course. The way to eat meat or your main course almost same with how to eat appetizer. But there's the difference in calories. For main course, you should change to dinner fork and dinner knife. Dinner fork and dinner knife is bigger than dessert fork and dessert knife. Cut your meat one piece at a time with your dinner knife in right hand and your fork in left hand. Take small bites of food and bring into your mouth. Please eat quietly and slowly. If your meal is not easy to take by your calories, don't be like this. It is prohibited to talk while you are chewing food or make conversation when there is something in your mouth. It is not good looking. Conversation is one of the joys of dining together with other people. If you want to speak with your partner, put your calories in rest position and continue your conversation. Dessert is usually the favorite course of the meal. Whether sweet, chocolatey, or fruity, there is always something to love about it. Take the fork and place it in the palm of the left hand, and the spoon is placed in the palm of the right hand. Take a bite of your dessert and enjoy your pudding. The close-out position is the same as other courses, with fork and spoon in the 4 o'clock position. That's table manner etiquette. So, in the last, let's enjoy a caviar tea.